OK, dámy a pánové, jdeme pokračovat. Jestli se chceš dozvědět, co se děje po okolí, země potřebuje z ničeho pomoci, nemůžeš se v rostlinské hospodě. Ti obecně mají dobrý přehled. To jsem nebyl já. Máme tmu.
God be with you.
Tak jo, tak máme tmu, tak nebudeme moc řvát. Podíváme se, co máme. Těžko na cvičišti, ano. Tam se dostanu asi skrz hrad. Tak já myslím, že jdu správně, já se podívám, jo, super, jdu správně, ano. Akorát mám pocit, že takhle v noci na cvičišti nikdo nebude. No, uvidíme. To je byla šípy a nemůžu je vzít. No, nevadí. Myslím si, že cestou jsem viděl hospodu, tak tam si dáme pár piv. Tak, tady někdy byla to hospoda, jestli se nepletu. Dobře, tak použijeme mapu. Ty kráso, tady je tolik otazníků, ty úplně školou neprobádat. Ale nejdřív je zajdeme do té hospody, to je mělo být teda přímo přede mnou. Tady vidím teda koně. Jsem čekal, že to bude vidět na té mapě nahoře, jo. No ne, takže půjdeme tudy. Že by se rozpadl takhle po těch schodech. To je blbost. To vypadá asi jako venkovní posazení. Tady zbytečně bloudím, ale... Tak, tudy se leze nahoru. Tady už jsem byl, ne, myslím.
Jesus.
Be a bit more careful.
Tak to bude takový. Chození než cokoliv jinýho.
What is it?
Be a bit more careful.
Hey! What is it?
My respects to you.
To jsou velký ceny teda. To tady prolezeme, zjistíme, co kde je. Hřbitov.
God be with you.
How does life in Ratai suit you?
Them Ratai folk would rather drive us out of here. I mean, they won't give us no work, and they won't let us beg. So what are we supposed to do? Fucking war.
Did you find out what actually happened?
They say Sigismund is at war with the Czech lords and abducted the king. And our lord sides with Wenceslas.
Tak v Ratajích jsou 2 hospody, jo, teda minimálně 2, jestliže tohle je dolní. A někomu tady očividně nevadí, že jim žeru z kotlíku. To se mi docela líbí. Tak, tady asi bych neměl co dělat. Jsem myslel, že zrovna v hospodě budou to mít otevřeno. Nebo tohle není bar, ne, tady je. To je normální světnička. Jsem prošel skrz. Jestliže tohle je dolní hospoda, pak tady někde bude nějaká horní. Ještě můžu takhle do pátra zkusit jít. Ne. No. Tam se svítilo. Možná jenom optický klam, nevadí. Jdeme dál. Švec. Tak jdeme tedy ještě dál. A další hospoda. No ale tyjo. To tady není obsluha nebo co? Jsem si myslel, že si zahraju kostky. No. Houby. Tak to je hustý. Účinky alkoholu nastupují. To je hustý, tak to chci vidět. Ještě mi to přidává na výřečnost, no, tak to je brutální. To je fakt úplně boží. Na to se teda fakt těším, na tu výřečnost. Akorát teda škoda, že tady není ta hospoda vnitřní, že to je jenom venkovní. A podle mě to je blbost, protože tady musí být nějaký kout, kam zalézt dovnitř. No nic, podíváme se teda zatím, tady máme hospodu ševce, zadavatel questu. Tak jdeme k zadavateli questu. To jsem teda zvědavý, co nám ještě zadá za questy, jako taky už jich máme dost. A tak nějak odhaduju, že všechny se budou plnit přes den. Já chci využít toho, že je noc. Ježišmarja. Já jsem normálně asi zabloudil. To vypadá, že zadavatel questu spí. OK, tak jdeme teda spát taky. Jo, takhle funguje rychlé cestování. Aha. Tak už to chápu. Tak. A tady prostě a jednoduše usnu. Naštěstí je teplo. No a máme úsvit. A tady pořád nikdo není. Tak počkáme ještě hoďku. Ještě maňku si schrupnu. No, to už jsem potvrdil. Tak, už můžu zavřít oči. Ale no tak, To jak mám čekat do odpoledne, nebo jak? Naštěstí pěkně na Supermana to tady kliky dáme, a dobře tak. Ale ne, do 10, do 9. Tak.
Seen had I not been trading in Sasau at that time.
So I was worrying about you for nothing.
Not at all. I'm glad you worry about me. It shows you care. Why don't I come and see you tonight, and you can show me how much you feared for me?
You rogue. Not tonight. My cousin is visiting.
All right. Tomorrow night, then. Make sure you have some pies.
Oh, all right then. Come over after work.
I will indeed. I'll bring a pitcher of ale.
Good day to you. What do you need?
Can I ask? Perkstein is a fine castle.
It'll be even finer once you all clear out and I can move back into my chambers.
What do you think of Sir Radzig?
I hear he's on good terms with the king, probably why Sir Hanush opened the door to him. Sir Radzig seems like a fair man, and folks say he's a good governor.
What's young Lord Capon like?
He'll be the governor here in a few years. Sir Hanush is just his guardian until he comes of age. The young lord spends most of his time making merry. But he'll grow out of it. He's no fool.
What's life like in Rattay?
Till Sigismund came, and then you folk, it was a fine, peaceful life here.
What will become of the Skalitz refugees?
I'd like to know the answer to that myself. I hope things can settle down quick, and you lot can clear off.
Do you know who those soldiers of Sigismund's are, Captain?
They call them Cumans or Kipchaks. Our lord says they fled from the Mongols to Hungary and settled there. They're herdsmen and excellent horsemen, and barbarians, too, for all that they claim they've turned to Christ.
What kind of a lord is Sir Hanush?
I can't complain. He knows how to keep order, but he does it with good humor.
Thank you. That's all I wanted to know.
I'm here for training.
Yes, you're that boy Sir Radzig sent.
Yes, that's me.
Let's get to it then, since that's what Sir Radzig wishes. And because you've never held a sword in your hand before, we'll start with something simpler.
Ale jo, nauč mi základy.
Very well.
Come with me and listen closely. I don't want to be repeating myself.
So let's see what you're made of. Hold it properly. Keep moving. Never stand still when your life depends on it. Right, good. Now, try attacking. You've got to put your back into a good slash. No use waving the sword around like you're swatting flies. Go into the attack with your whole body. Try slashing from various sides to get used to it. Good. Good. That pointy tip isn't for decoration. Try stabbing me with it a few times. I don't have all day, boy. Die. Well. That will do. Slashing, stabbing, and movement are the foundations that you build everything else on. Now, let's try something more complicated. One strike, I can simply fend off. You mustn't give your opponent time to react. String your strikes together. As soon as you finish one, begin another. Strike, strike, strike. Nice. What's going on? Now let's see how you do with defense. It's not hard to block a basic strike. Just watch out, move your sword into the path of the blow. Ew. Nice. Nice. Not bad. No, that's not... Good. Very well then. Let's see what you're made of, lad. Come at me and don't hold back.
Ty vole, dobře vole.
Good strike.
Vitalita v řití.
Fine enough. You're not a complete dead loss. It'll be hard work to turn you into a master, but you have the basics. Let's try something more advanced. When in combat, keep an eye on the space between you and your opponent. That is your space. Try to attack from the side the opponent will find harder to block in time. If I'm holding the sword raised up, do an uppercut. If my sword is low, lunge. Let's try it. You strike a few times at the side where I'm not holding my sword. Not bad. All right. Right. Lesson 2. Everything you've learned about blocking is wrong. When I cover, I can simply fend off your blows with my sword and gain control of the space between us. But it's better not to control just the space, but actually your opponent's weapon. Attack, and I'll show you. Ow. Let's go. All right, that will do. Now you. The trick is to stay in your stand. As soon as I start to attack, you block. The move knocks the blade aside. No, not like that. You mustn't hold the sword there. You have to move along with the attack. Again. Ow! Too soon again. Try and catch the rhythm. See the sword move, you move at the same time and deflect it. No, again. Well done. Nice. All right. Wrong. Again. Oh. No. Again. Ah, that's it. Not like that. Wrong. Again. No. Oh. Wrong. Again. Right, now we'll try it a little faster. Concentrate and block just at the moment I start attacking. I'll strike you from above each time so you can see it well. Wrong, damn it! Good. No, again. Very good. Nice. Ah, that's it. Nice. Good, good. Now let's try it at full speed. You probably won't succeed, but that's normal at the start. You must train. Let's go. Captain Bernard. Wait a while, Henry. Greetings, Sir Hans. What brings you here?
I was on my way when I noticed that you're entertaining Sir Radzig's esteemed guest. Not the same as holding a hammer, is it, blacksmith?
It's Sir Radzig's orders.
I know. I'm actually here to train at the archery range. My hand's grown heavy lately. You don't mind, do you, Bernard?
Not at all, my lord.
Good day to you, blacksmith boy. Try not to hurt yourself.
Where did we finish? Yeah, leading the opponent where you want him. There's one more way to evade a strike. You simply step aside, attack, and I'll show you. Let's go! All right, try it. It's important not to move too soon. I'll see where you're going and hit you. But the same will happen if you move too late. I'll attack slowly now. As you see me, raise the weapon, jump aside. You'll throw the opponent off a bit, and there's your chance. No! Well done. No, again. Good. Not bad. Fine. Now try it a little quicker. Try and get used to the rhythm. Never take your eyes off your opponent. So see a strike before it's even properly started. Nice.
Oh.
Nice. Very good. And the last, you raise the sword to force your opponent to block. But then, change the direction of the attack at the last moment, and the opponent won't even know what hit him. Try it. Draw back the weapon, then change the attack zone and strike, so I don't have time to react. Nice. Ah, that's it. No, again. Not bad. Nice. What's going on? All right. Well, now, that wasn't too bad. Maybe we'll make a soldier of you after all. But don't get cocky. You have to train hard and persistently. You might have talent, but talent alone won't do. Practice. Don't leave yet. Sir Radzig also wanted me to teach you archery. Come with me. let's see then. Take this bow, go and stand in position over there, and we can start. And another thing, put on this arm guard. Without it, you could flay your forearm with a bowstring, so be sure to wear it.
Thank you, Captain.
Save the thanks, and get in position. Now concentrate. A bow ain't exactly the weapon of choice of a knight, but it can come in very handy. You've got two bandits coming at you from a distance. You shoot one in the eye, drop your bow, and draw your sword on the other. Emperor Charles, God rest him, encouraged his subjects to learn archery. He even organized contests in Prague. But you wouldn't have gotten far there. You're holding the thing like a piece of firewood. But enough talk. There's the target. Try and hit it. Draw the bow, aim, and release. Try to get a feel for the rhythm. Inhale on the draw, hold your breath for a moment, and then release the string. No jerky movements, just let the string slide out of your fingers, as if you were about to draw it back more. It's all one movement, the arrow aiming at the target and flying at it. Shoot away. What you have there is a training bow. The arrow drops quickly. Once you've trained a bit, you can get yourself a better one, and then those arrows will fly so fast you won't see them. Don't forget the arm guard. Once you've mastered the bow a bit, you won't need it anymore.
Jo, ono to není ono to je 2. Hele, a teď mi zmizela ta tyčka ve prostřed, to si děláte srandu.
I'm not surprised that a girl had to save your ass. You missed, blacksmith, by a mile.
To bylo všechno, to si děláte srandu.
Well, that was awful. I didn't imagine a village yokel like you would have much skill, but you failed to meet even my low expectations.
I don't know why you're wasting your time, Sir Bernard. Nothing will come of him anyway, and at the first sign of trouble he'll run away like any other cowardly peasant. After all, he's done it before.
What did you say?
Calm down, boy. Keep in mind who you're talking to.
A braggart who was born with a silver spoon in his mouth.
Now, you've really done it. You'll go to the stocks for that.
Calm yourself, Sir Bernard. If the blacksmith boy feels he can prove himself, then let him try. Do you think you can beat me? Well?
Any time.
Very well. If you defeat me, I'll give you my bow. If you lose, you'll have to pay up. Do you even have any coin?
I don't have enough.
Then you'll owe me or work it off. Let's get to it.
Fuck up. Což je 4krát zásah. To jsem čekal, že to dopadnu teda hůř.
Congratulations, Sir Hans. Nicely shot.
Thank you, Bernard. It seems I get to keep the bow. So, blacksmith, do you know your place now, or do you need more reminding?
Sir Hans, is this necessary? Sir Hanish has already had words about you fighting with your subjects. He explicitly told me.
I know what he told you. You can just tell him I didn't listen to you. So what's it going to be, blacksmith?
If we must.
Excellent. Then let's go.
Co to je, ty vole? Ty vole, nikdo nemůže být takhle blbej, ne? Jasně, ostrý meče, OK. To je jako hodně zlý.
Bring it on!
Au. OK, to udělal dobře. Couvej, vole, couvej.
Au!
No to si děláš prdel. Ústup, dobře.
No kurva!
Ustupuj.
God damn! Had enough.
Ty vole, jak jsem se kryl, kurva. To už jsem prostě jako ty NPCčka v té hře, ty kráso. No do prčic, tak počkej, jak tady funguje vlastně to. Tady jsem měl možnost se krejt do prčic.
Well, we're even then. It looks like I get to keep my bow and you your groschen. I suppose I should give you credit for taking on my challenge, despite your limitations.
Thank you, sir.
Godspeed, blacksmith. And don't worry, this isn't the last time we'll meet. We'll have more fun like this again soon.
No tak proč ne, pro trénink to není špatný.
You better hope his lordship hasn't taken it badly.
I hope he has.
Watch it, boy. A few of my men have won fights against him before and never had a problem. But you could be the first. Now go to the roundhouse. The bailiff's waiting for you there.
All right, Captain.
Nějakou rychtu.
sunshine like a little light. Come and buy some. Have a look at these cucumbers. They'll stay fresh.
God be with you.
I want to learn to read. Who should I go and see?
There's a retired scribe in Uzhitz. He could teach you.
Master Bailiff, is there anything of interest going on here?
Nothing of interest to me, thank Christ.
I'm to put myself under the bailiff's command.
Ah, so you're the young man Sir Radzig appointed?
Yes.
Very well. Sir Radzig asked me to test you a little, and as it happens, you've come at the right time. We've a few disputes to settle. It seems some of your former neighbors have been acting quite inappropriately. I was hoping having one of their own on the town watch might help sort things out.
I'm not sure. I'm just a boy from a forge.
Not anymore, lad. Now you're a part of Sir Radzig's retinue. That brings responsibilities. Have you been to see Captain Bernard?
I have. He trained me, and then Sir Hans Capon challenged me to a duel.
I see. Sir Hans Capon likes to measure his strength against others. But be careful, Henry. Noblemen are quick to anger, and you don't need that kind of trouble. Well, anyway, you're going to assist my town guard. Come to the church in the afternoon. Yaroslav the watchman, Nightingale they call him, will wait for you there. He'll show you around the town and teach you a little about keeping the peace. And you need to stop by the armory to pick up some gear.
Yes, Bailiff.
I was told to pick up a kit here.
Name?
Henry.
And in fealty too?
Sir Radzig Cobbler?
Yes, I've got you. Well, come on in then. Make yourself at home, Henry. If my memory serves me, you're entitled to a helmet, a gambeson, and a club.
That's all?
You want a kiss and a hug as well?
I mean equipment.
It's quite enough for patrolling the town. You're there to stop trouble, not start it.
How do the Ratai folk get on with the refugees?
Well, they have it tough, no doubt. But there's not enough room for them here. How much longer will they be living on our streets? Nothing good will come of this. What if one of them's brought the plague with him?
I've lost everything. My home, my family, my livelihood. Innocent and good people.
Here I am. My name is Henry. We're supposed to go on patrol together?
I see you're kitted out.
Ready to get going.
I'm Nightingale. Aren't you that lad the mill wench brought here on a cart?
Teresa. Yes, she rescued me. She turned up with Captain Robard and his knights.
All honor to the girl. She has bigger balls than most men. Tell me, how did you pay her back?
Well, I thanked her.
That's not much, is it? You should go and see her when you get a chance. So, how did you end up in the service of the bailiff?
I don't want to be kicking around in the dirt while other men do honest work.
You're an eager one, aren't you? Come with me, Henry. We'll patrol the town and then check on the taverns to make sure they lock up in the evening.
I'm ready.
Don't forget, I'm supposed to try you out and, with the help of God, teach you something. So I expect you to deal with any misconduct yourself. I'll make sure you don't do anything too stupid. Let's go. This is our church, St. Matthew's. It serves not only as the house of God, but as the crypt of the Lords of Lipa, our masters. The gravedigger lives right round the corner. The priest, too. Our parish priest. Ah, a man shouldn't speak ill about servants of the Lord. This is our rat house. Pretty big, eh? The bailiff and his hands live there, and our maestro protonotarius, the scribe. And the jailhouse. You don't want to see the inside, not even as a guard. Naturally, we have an executioner too, but he doesn't live in town. That wouldn't be proper, as I'm sure you know. He lives by Gallows Hill, the other side of the creek. This pillory was brand new in autumn, and 2 people have already been rotting on it. The swordsmith lives here.
Rake, spade, fork, and axes. All you need to tame Mother Nature.
What the hell is going on here now? Go and check it out, Henry.
If you won't go to the church, go back to your people. I don't want you here. Is that manure pile not big enough for you? Well then, what's it to be? Are you going or not?
No.
Mind you, don't cross me, wench. I swear to God, that's the last time I'll ask nicely.
If you throw me a groschen in the name of God and mercy, I'll be off.
You ungrateful bitch! I threw you a groschen yesterday and this is how you repay me?
No, you didn't. I'd remember if you did.
What?
And even if you did, today is another day and I'm hungry again.
Believe it? Piss off, or you'll get a boot in the arse you won't forget in a hurry.
I will not miss it, because I can't be here.
This is my shop, my rules. Fuck off! I'm telling you.
The fine Christian you are. The Lord God sees you.
Don't bring God into it, you foolish cow. How old are you to talk to me like that, you gutter snipe?
Young enough that you'll be the first one to drop dead if you don't calm down, Granddad.
Maybe he fixed it with bad wood.
Don't let your imagination.
Do you really want to drive me to it? Do you want this over the head? I'll count to 3 if you aren't gone by then. Dirtbag!
For the love of Christ, calm down, neighbor.
1.
Hey, watch it. Stick that one to your weapon here.
1 little groschen, or a bite to eat.
What are you two screeching about? Stop making such a ruckus.
About time you turned up. This filthy beggar thinks.
My name is Jane.
No one cares what your name is. This filthy beggar thinks she can come and stink in front of my shop. I want you to get rid of her.
What's the problem here?
This is my shop, and I won't have beggars sitting on my doorstep. Let her go and squat in a square. She won't be in anyone's way there, and there's plenty of folk to beg from.
Did Yakin get that job? Don't even remind me. I've never seen such...
Can't you show us some Christian charity, Armourer?
What? Have you any idea how much I've given away in alms, even to this witch only yesterday?
Is that true?
Might be, might not.
Did you get any alms or not?
Yes.
From the Armourer here?
I don't know. And even if I did, that was yesterday, and my belly's empty again today.
That's true.
What would you know about it?
We're both good Christians, aren't we? We should each give something to the poor soul.
And what then?
Then Jane will be on her way. Immediately.
King Solomon now, are you, lad? Fine. Fine, have it your way.
God bless you, and you too, citizen. I won't be a nuisance no more, really. Thank you. Thank you.
Jesus, you're as bad as each other.
Your old neighbours are living here now. It's a bit of a shithole. Even so, you should be thankful to Sir Hanush. If the town burghers got their way, your folk wouldn't be let anywhere near the town. And now our people aren't too happy with him. Some fools are even calling for Sir Hanush to finally hand the fiefdom over to the young lord, Sir Hans Capon. Sir Hans's father, old Sir Yeshke, may God rest his soul, kept it till he was an old man. Then he retired from it, first to Moravia, then to eternity. Sir Hanush is managing the fiefdom until Sir Hans comes of age. They're related by blood somehow, the same great-great-grandfather or some such. The time's coming soon enough when the estates have to be handed over. These affairs often end in conflict. I hope we have nothing like that here. This square here, it looks much better during the markets. Then it's filled to bursting with folk from all around. We've also got the baker's shop here, and that mad merchant Wolfram Kruder. Kruder has a pretty daughter, but he keeps her on a short rein, which the young bucks are none too happy about. I heard he even keeps the poor lass locked up at home all day. There's one alehouse here on the market square, the Trader's Tavern. The other's up by the gate. We'll be going there later. Let's move along to the Inner Bailey. Look here. See that filthy beggar? By Christ, I'll show the bastard. Comfortable, are we?
Arms, please, sir.
Who do you take me for? Are you stupid or just insolent?
Well, what's the matter?
Stupid, then. There's no begging allowed here, so pick up your stinking arse and haul it somewhere else.
Who am I bothering here?
Me. Us. Everyone. If Sir Hanush saw you here, he'd take a whip to you.
All right, I'm going.
Damn beggars. You offer them a helping hand, and they want the whole arm. It's not like the rules aren't clear. Beggars belong at the church. Here's the forge. The blacksmith has some trouble, and he's not working at the moment, but his apprentice is standing in for him tolerably. I hear you're a blacksmith's apprentice, too. You lot could help if needed, couldn't you?
Us? What do you mean?
You and your master, or your father, whoever taught you.
They...
What is it, lad?
My father was the master blacksmith. He was killed in Skalitz.
Ah, I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Thank you. So am I.
My papa died not long ago. Of course, it was old age got him. That's not the same, but I know a little how you feel. The Rate fiefdom is pretty big. Naturally, it starts here by the town and continues along the Sasau River all the way to Kohelnitz. Then there's Gallows Hill, lots of farmhouses scattered around. Neuhof, Merhoyed. Master Smill is in charge of Sir Hanush's stables. He's by far his best vassal. It's all a bit complicated for a newcomer, I suppose. This lord here, that lord there, this exemption here, that right there. Exemptions from exemptions, rights to half of something, so on. It'd take you a year to make head or tail of it. This tower was only half the size when I was a young lad. Sir Hanush had it extended and made into an armory. God be with you, Benesh. How goes it?
Well enough, Nightingale. It's quiet today.
Good. Where's Moimir, anyway? Isn't he supposed to be here with you?
Yes. He hasn't turned up yet.
Oh, I see. Now, where might he have got to, then?
I don't know.
You don't know, eh? Let me tell you something. When the bailiff finds out Moimir's slacking off, he'll be in serious shit. And being a friend of his, you wouldn't want that, would you?
No.
So it's better if I deal with it and we leave the bailiff out of it, right?
Yes, I suppose so.
So where is he?
In the tavern. He was thirsty, so he...
Went for an ale. We know how that goes. Come on, Henry. Let's go and find that idler, and you'd better talk some sense into him. What the fuck are you doing here when you're supposed to be on the gate? Move your carcass and don't guard the gate. Not a word. Get moving. You're lucky it was me found out, not the bailiff, or God forbid, Captain Bernard.
Ještě jak z toho sedne, ty vole, tam ještěnka přímo do té játky, to je mazec.
Come and sit with me, Henry. Let's have a drink.
No ne, já budu hrát přímo se Slavíkem, tak to je hustý, ty vole.
That fool got me all worked up.
Me as well, the lazy bastard.
My words exactly. And just when we need every pair of eyes. You never know when the humans might creep up on us. But that's enough about that. Let's not let it spoil our day. Listen, since we're sitting here anyway, how about a little game?
Why not?
Tebe úplně tohleto. To je Ečkem, označím kostkou. Ne.
This'll be the one.
Hrajeme na svůj oprachy. Prosím, chci hrát o peníze.
We'll see.
To bude to docela jde, už nechci hrát o peníze.
Finished.
Cože?
No point in pushing it.
Není to blbý, ty vole. A to jsem si říkal, jak mi to půjde, ty vole, že tady budu dělat hazard, a ono mi to nějak nejde. Smůla. Ne.
We'll see. Your turn.
One ale over here, please.
This'll be the one. This'll be the one. Should I? Shouldn't I? No, I daren't.
Coming.
Tak schválně. Mi teď stačí mít 1 5 a vyhraju to. Ne, on to musí dostat, ty vole. Proč?
Your turn.
A ta cena, dobře. Setmělo se. To na to na těch kostkách docela uteklo.
Just one more thing and we're done for the night. Ringing the end of the day and closing the taverns.
Isn't it still a bit early?
I don't know how it was in Skalitz, but here in Ratte we close up at this hour. Except, of course, during fairs and big festivals. Then we don't close at all.
I see. Should I go and ring the bell?
If you wouldn't mind. The bell is hanging outside the Rathouse. Ring 3 times, then go to the Trader's Tavern by the Market Square and make sure the innkeeper closes up.
I'll do that.
Before I forget, it's forbidden to walk in Rattay at night without a torch. Here, take this one.
To jsme jako ty kostky hrali až do večera, jo? A tak jako aspoň, že jsme nehráli o prachy. Šlo mu to teda fakt velice dobře. Takže já teď zazvoním na zvon, ujistím si, že hospodu zavřeli a jdu silnou do mlejna. A ještě bych měl tady jen vyřešit ten splacený dluh. A tak, ty vole. Splacený dluh. Je blbý, ty vole, chodí za Terezou, když jim střídou dušem prachy, ty vole. Ale jo, tak asi to fakt nějak zkusím diplomaticky. Tak jako tak někde se vyspat musím a mlýně, tam mám asi už postel vyřešenou, takže pohoda. No a teďka teda musím tady na tu rychtu. Jestli to dobře chápu. Tak a tady někde by měl být teda ten zvon. Zeptám se rychtáře, kde má zvon. To zní jako plán.
God be with you.
OK, tak mi to neřekne. Zkusím si podívat do questu. Zazvoň na zvon. Dopoledne za mlýnářkou Terezu. Nejdřív musím zazvonit na zvon. Jo, tady je zvon. Tak jo, teď zavřeme krčmu. A už je docela tma, tak budu šeptat, protože musíme zavřít krčmu.
There's worse things. Look around you. There's Sigismund and his Tartar hordes marauding all over the country. We're all lucky to be alive at all.
True.
Thank you.
My respects to you.
How do the Rattay folk get on with the refugees?
I know they've got nowhere to go. The Skeleton is a pile of ashes, and the countryside ain't safe. But they've been here too long. Some of those buggers got light fingers, and not a one of them appreciates the sacrifices we made for them.
And the canon of St. Wenceslas in Olomouc was so drunk, he dragged the pig to the market square, saddled it up, and rode it out of the town gate. No, we can see that this wasn't going to end well. So, Sir Peter and I rode off to look for the good canon on his pig.
Did you find him?
We tracked the filthy beast down to a sty beyond Cronau. I mean, The beast with a tonsure on its head. We never found the real pig, but the Reverend was sound asleep in the pigsty.
Birds of a feather stick together. It seems the same goes for pigs and prelates. I toast, gentlemen, to pigs and prelates.
God save their bacon.
Sir Hans, forgive my intrusion, but I need...
Oh, but what? You want to join us? Want to buy us around? I'm afraid we don't drink with peasants. You're not in your village now, boy.
No, sir. Curfew's been rung. The alehouse is closing.
Nothing closes while I'm sitting here. If that's all, you're dismissed.
Are you out of your mind, lad? You can't cross his lordship. He's got a temper like a bear with gut ache. If I was you, I'd get lost before he shows it.
The bailiff instructed me to close the tavern at the proper hour. He doesn't want anyone disturbing the peace after curfew.
The bailiff? The bailiff can kiss my arse. I trust you haven't forgotten who's the rightful lord of Rattay.
No, it's Sir Hannes.
Oh, is he here? What, is he hiding under the table, maybe? No! Then what he wants isn't worth a fart in a bathhouse. And besides, he's only in charge till I grow up.
Which clearly hasn't happened yet.
Enough! You can't talk to me like that. I'm a nobleman.
Come now, sirs. You're not going to fight here, are you?
We most definitely are. This yokel needs to be taught his place. Bugger!
Stamina.
That'll show it.
Do prdele.
Let him have it, Sir Hans. Show him no
Crucifix! What in the name of Christ is happening here? Hell? Answer me, damn you!
This peasant insulted me. I had to teach him a lesson.
By rolling around in the mud like a hog? That's a fine example of noble conduct.
Sir Hannes, the bailiff ordered me
Silence! You shut your mouth and thank your lucky stars that you are Radzig's ward. Have you gone out of your mind? Raising your hand to a nobleman? And you, Hans, how many times have I told you that drinking with your subjects might be good for their morale, but it's bad for your honor? You spend all your days drinking and chasing wenches, which wouldn't matter if you paid any attention at all to your duties. And now we see what that leads to. Tomorrow, you will go with me to a hearing. Some landowners have asked me to settle a dispute. It'll be an excellent lesson for you.
I had planned to go hunting, but if you think listening to the pointless gripes of a bunch of old fools will benefit me, so be it.
Oh, hunting? Well then, Your Grace, I'll tell you what. You can go hunting.
Really?
Oh, naturally. Who am I to deprive the young Lord Capon of his sport? And you can take Henry here as your page.
Him? Absolutely not.
You'll do as I've commanded. It's time you learned how to lead people, and not just in drinking and brawling. Now get out of my sight.
So, I have responsibilities of the bailiff.
Not anymore. Your responsibilities now are the Lord Capon. It's time you learned how to behave in the presence of nobility. Let's go. Tell the kitchen I'm hungry. It's been a long journey.
Coming right up.
Tady v těch rotech se jim přestává líbit, ty vole.
doing?
Otevírám ti dveře, co asi? Ty vole, neměl bych tady nahoru mít postel. Tereza je asi nějaká bagla.
What? What the hell are you doing?